Hello, Matt here. I recently started studying a Master's in Creative Digital and Professional Writing, and the good people at London Met have asked me to come up with some pieces of advice for people who are just about to start a postgraduate course of study. I found the jump between undergraduate and postgraduate to be quite a big one, but not always in the ways I expected. So, here's what I came up with. First of all, be prepared for your workload to change. I haven't actually found that I have a tremendous amount more work set by my tutors than usual. Quite the opposite, actually, because I now have far fewer contact hours than I used to. Now it's 9 hours a week compared to about 14 for my undergrad. But there's more than meets the eye, because for a postgrad course, you're expected to do a lot more independent study, reading around your module topics and basically making sure you supplement your work in class with a healthy amount of research in your own time. This won't actually be stuff you're tested on, but it will really help when you come to write your essays, do your exams, and eventually complete your dissertation. Second, communicate with your tutors. Now that I'm a postgrad, I found that my tutors are far more available to talk, either by email or in person. And I think this is actually a far more important part of a postgraduate course, because now you're studying at a higher level, it's expected that you'll need the extra guidance. So don't be afraid to reach out to your tutors, they will always be willing to help. Third, get to know your course mates and how they work. Everyone is likely to know at least some of their course mates. I don't know about you, but I mostly spoke to my course mates during undergrad year to complain about the latest assignment or discuss the marks we got in the latest test. But as a postgrad, I've discovered that course mates can be an incredibly valuable resource. Postgrad study can be less about learning the facts and more about how you understand and use them, which is a skill that everyone applies slightly differently. Talk to your course mates about what they're doing, making, producing, and they might be able to help you understand a fresh new way of approaching your studies, which will help you get that little bit extra out of your time at London Met. Fourth, don't panic. At first glance, starting a postgrad course can seem pretty daunting. There might be a lot of complicated jargon you're not used to, or you might look at your assignments and wonder how on earth you're going to do them because you've no idea what to do. But don't worry, postgrad courses very often have a very, very steep learning curve, and you'll be ready to do your assignments before you know it. Just don't forget that extra reading. Finally, make the most of your time here. You might only be here a year, 2 years, maybe even 3, but that time will go by very, very quickly. You don't have much time to fit in all your work, meeting your course mates, maybe even exploring a new city, and generally having a good time. Don't forget to take a break and live life, because your studies will be over before you know it, and it's important that you enjoy it. And that's it. I hope you found this helpful, and if you are about to start a new course, best of luck. Thank you for watching. Bye.